Hi, it's Brian here from the Autism Parent Academy. Thank you for joining me on today's blog. What I want to talk to you about today is exactly what the Autism Parent Academy is all about. One of the best ways to do that is first, let's define what it's not about. So it's not about replacing doctors, therapists, specialists, or psychologists. We simply can't do that. What we can do, though, is help you work with those people better and get the absolute optimal amount of value out of the time and money you spend with them. The second thing it's not about is trying to find a cause for why autism has happened in your child or mine. At the end of the day, the cause has happened, and really there is no cure at this point. So regardless of whether we find a cause, what we have to focus on as parents is how we can help our child today, right now. Nothing else really matters. The next thing we're not about is trying to find a cure. Now, I hope that someday there is a cure to autism. And I think there's some great work in neuroscience being done today that might, present some solutions down the road that can really transform people, let alone people with autism. But until such time, there's no point in people like you or myself focusing on that. We're simply not that far down the road, and we don't have the knowledge it's going to take to be able to overcome this significant issue in our society and culture today. So that being the case, what do we need to focus on? Well, the first thing I think we need to focus on is being a parent. That's really what it starts with the Autism Parent Academy. If you look at any given situation where there's been a fairly large amount of success with the child with autism, ultimately what you're going to find is it aligns with the parents. That's where it starts. And if not with the parents, either a caretaker or somebody else that really takes a solid interest in creating the right environment, building the right skills, developing themselves to really help their child. That's absolutely critical. So the first thing that you need to do is to be very good at that. The second thing that the Autism Parent Academy is about is really putting together solid skills, strategies, and best practices that absolutely work in the world of success. So if you're going to look at the world of success, you're going to say, well, where do those best practices come from? For me, in this world, it comes down to two things. One, if you have to defend yourself, if you're in a street fight, boy, there's some best practices that come to light there. And the second thing is when it comes to money. It's amazing how much money people will spend on how to find ways to make more money. But when we take those same concepts, we can pull them from those areas and apply them to a life with autism. Some of those concepts really do apply. As an example, some of the different strategies you might want to work on from a mindset standpoint, and I'll give you one right now, is some of the different philosophies from Bruce Lee. As an example, to use no way as way and no limitation as limitation. Now, in the coming blog, I'm going to give you a little bit more information on that, but think about that statement just for a second. It's kind of profound, isn't it? And many people never stop to think about their lives or their strategies or their goals in that manner. So all of a sudden, right just from that alone, we started to open the doors of possibility. And that's, a big part of what we're going to need to do if we move forward in our life with autism is really do open those doors of possibility. We don't want to be able to put any kind of limitations on our children because, quite frankly, we have no idea what they're capable of. And there are miracles and surprises that do happen. And, miracles is maybe a strong term, but I think it's fair to say this, that there's a lot more to the people and the person that's in behind the wall or the filter of autism than a lot of people have given credit up to this point. I think as a concerned parent, one of the things you're going to want to be able to do is to see through those barriers, see through those filters, and be able to find the person in behind that. Whether you believe you're communicating with your child or not, I think the best way to look at it is that you probably are. And they very well may be taking in what you're telling them, what you're saying, and how you're acting around them. So if you're frustrated, they may be picking up on your frustration. So if you talk about them as if they're not there, well, they may very well be there. Hard to say one way or the other, but if you're going to have to make an error on one side, better to make the error on the side that says you're optimistic that there's an opportunity there, that there's somebody in behind all those barriers and filters that is truly depending on you to be a leader and to be strong and to treat them with kindness, with a warm heart, and see them with soft eyes so that you can help them in their life with autism. And the final thing that the Autism Parent Academy really is about is giving you some coaching and advice on how to get through these different things. No one case of autism is the same. In any case, it goes beyond just being a fingerprint or goes beyond being a snowflake. In fact, I would equate it more to a street fight because just when you think you're ahead of the game, your opponent could throw something at you that you have no idea is coming. There's all sorts of different things that will come up in a street fight. Multiple attackers. A weapon could be brought into place. a behavior changes, the circumstances change, or the environment changes. You know, those things are constant and consistent as you move forward with your life with autism. But if you're prepared for those things and you look at it as a very unique opportunity and can apply concepts there, it'll truly make a difference in how you approach your life. And what we want to be able to do with the Autism Parent Academy is offer you coaching, guidance, solutions, and strategies that can help you take what you're going to learn and apply it to your unique situation and ultimately to your child, which is very unique unto themselves. So by going through this and really trying to define, what it should look like and how you should go about it is really going to be up to you. But if you're like me, I didn't get here by myself. I didn't, have the successes I've had in my business life that I've had by myself. I've had good coaches and mentors along the way. And that's what I want to provide you with the Autism Parent Academy, is to be that coach and that mentor, somebody that you can count on for support and that can help you as you move forward. So with that said, thanks for your time on the blog today. I hope this made a lot of sense, and I hope you look at the Autism Parent Academy as more than just trying to be, one of the many different websites and services out there. We're truly, focused on giving you the best possible solutions, the best possible skills and tools, and the best possible strategies that can apply in any situation so you can get the best possible results with your family and your child with autism. Until next time, have yourself a great day. Work hard, take action, and don't lose your optimism. We'll talk soon.